So hey guys, and welcome to a new adventure game with me, Supernautus. It's a longer one, a bit of a longer one, so we'll be breaking this down into parts, like we did with Siberia. Yeah, and so this is going to be part 1, Darkness Within, in pursuit of Loath Nolder. Kind of a horror slash adventure, first person sort of game. I hope you'll enjoy it. If you do, please feel free to hit that like button and maybe add a subscription. And I'll see you next time. We've not finished yet. I'll talk you through the game instead. How about that? Let's go. New game. Let's just do it on the standard difficulty. I don't feel like having to do too much extra. It's adventure. It's all about the story.
Men of broader intellect know that there is no sharp
I've got some H.P. Lovecraft quotes.
The real and the unreal.
I see. What have we got here? Wells Moth Mental Institution. Good place to start, of course. It's got one of those voices that's like the
7 miles from the town of Windlaps.
like the Microsoft
And muttering meaningless gibberish to myself.
voices, you know.
Cursing and arguing with myself. A raving madman with burning eyes, lost in the dark depths of his...
Not really any emotion to the speech, shall we say.
They say that I've been searching for a particular grave in the local cemeteries.
It's hunting for a grave?
They were right. If you knew whose grave it was, you would understand.
Well, whose grave was it then?
So my behavior, which seemed abnormal, had nothing to do with madness.
His behaviour was nothing to do with madness, he says.
If you knew what had happened to me, then you would, I promise.
So there we go, we're inside a mental health institution.
It all started on that cold November day. That was when I was given the case of the...
And we're looking for a fugitive Loath Nolder.
A man whose intelligence...
Hence the title, I guess.
He had returned after 5 years of travelling to bizarre locations and had become the primary murder suspect.
He went to bizarre locations.
It was Loath Nolder who left Wellsmouth those 5 years ago. But was he the same man who returned?
Was it Loath Nolder who came back? Right. So that's what we're interested to find out.
They tell me that I've been here in the Wellsmouth Mental Institution for 2 weeks now.
We've been away for 2 weeks.
I cannot say. I do not remember the first 8 days.
What, was he unconscious, or...
The doctors tell me I am making progress.
What kind of progress are we making, though?
It takes me longer every
Oh, you're making progress, sir. Yes, you're going to be fine. I'm sure it won't be a problem at all.
That is why it is essential.
They might say something like that.
Notes as I struggle to convince myself that I am really mad. Because before the night that I was found, I looked into the deepest wells of madness more than any man alive.
Well, then it's not surprising you might be locked up in here, then.
Definitely mad. I must be.
Obviously.
Because everything I have seen through the eyes of insanity's only...
So I assume this is going to have a very, for want of a better word, Lovecraftian feel to it. I mean, you use Lovecraft as a quote at the beginning. Surely there have to be some inspirations there. What am I looking at? A load of charts. See, that looks very Necronomicon illustration-like. And we got some crystals, so, you know, if you've got any kind of illnesses, they'll heal you. You don't need to go to the doctor, apparently. I'll let you decide whether you believe that or not. We got windy windows. Oh, and some dark shapes in the sky. They're birds, but, you know, you can't see any details. So what are we doing? We're in a hallway. Can't open this door, there's no handle on it. No handle to open. Oh. Flickering lights. Well, let's go forward a bit then. Is that a door? No handle to open that door. Can't see anything in this door. Emptiness. I feel like there's something in the darkness I'm being pulled towards. Can I get out of here? I can't see anything. There's a noise. Am I about to die like at the beginning of the game? I can't get out. I can't leave. I can't even see anything. There's something over there. There's a light flickering in front of me. Right, I obviously need some kind of light to go through there. Now, what's going on? We seem to be stuck in this place. And now we're back in the hall. Something on the wall there, what's that? A picture of like a person, a silhouette of a person. I've never noticed this drawing before, he says. Never noticed this drawing before. That's all he says. Okay. Let me just check something. Does it tell me anything? Oh, there's that too. What's that? What is it? Strange graffiti. Okay. It is a bit strange. Still, never mind. Right, let's try and find our way out of this place. And that's just the same thing. What do we have? Right, so that door behind us there was not very good. That one has no handle. And that one has no handle. It would appear the only door we can actually go through. No. The only door we can actually go through was that one where it was like really dark. I don't know if we want to go through there. But, wait, what? But that was the door we went through before. Wait, now this door's open. But again, it's just darkness. So, nowhere for us to go. Still no handles? Wait, now that's open. And we're in a cell of some kind. What a beautiful room, he says. Oh. Not anymore, it's not. Because now there's a dead person there. Out. Oh no, we're locked in. We're locked in with a body. And now, of course, we wake up because it's a nightmare. Not reality.
Oh, another nightmare.
A nightmare.
What's going on with these dreams I've been having lately? So vivid.
So yeah, they're vivid nightmares. It wasn't really happening. Right, can we answer this phone? Because it's starting... I'd better hurry or I'll be late for work, he says. Where's this phone? Let's get up. That's that one, because it's flashing. Look, so it must be the mobile phone, or cellular phone if you prefer. Right click, and right click the mouse. It's Arthur. So let's answer it.
Arthur? At last. Where were you? I've been trying to contact you for hours.
If you tried to contact me for hours.
Loath Nolder escaped from the hospital.
Oh, Nolder escaped. He escaped.
Strange. You never heard the phone. Check your answering machine. I left several messages.
He left me messages on my answering machine too.
What happened to Loath?
But he ran away, didn't he? I mean, what happened with him?
Okay. I'm on my way in now.
Not really.
Just a little tired.
Not really.
I must have overslept last night. Nothing to worry about.
Has he overslept? He had a nightmare, let's be honest. That's the problem. Escape of Loath Nolder. So we can go into the inventory, click Howard's Mind, and click the clue to read it. Arthur told me that Loath Nolder, who's the main murder suspect of the Clarkfield case, escaped from the hospital last night. This case is very important for me because I admire his intelligence. I feel that this will be a real challenge. I can't say his escape worries me. You can't say it worries you that somebody who may be a murderer is... Oh, I don't know. That seems odd to me. Okay, let's see what's here. Can we open any of these drawers? I and my nightmares. There are times when even the howlings of the fearful sirens are not enough to affect one. And there are such times when even the withered moon that's hidden behind a cloud can affect and shatter a life which is in the darkness of a cave. Illusions of myths that are long forgotten affect and dominate the imagination unexpectedly. Thus some people imagine primordial forests, and I've lost my place, in which thousands of unknown life forms are living, dark cities where life ended eons ago, and deserts where the highest towers of those dark cities are now no more than simple pieces of rock, revealing only very tiny portions like the tip of an iceberg. They wander in vast crypts which are full of the permanent smell of death, and in places where one can remember that beauty and splendour had once existed, proving that no beauty and splendour can exist forever. And some folk observe fascinating and dreadful details which others miss. And even if these details are sufficient to make them crazy, who can understand their meanings? But these details are carved into the minds of the ones who deliberately miss them, and in time they change into myths, which in turn induce consternation. Sometimes the past that should be dead shows itself cruelly in instant hallucinations and enchanted dreams. In such situations, a person can only have peace when he forgets everything. There's more to this, a lot more to this. The Burnt House, Time of the Triumphant Witch, Monstrous Eye. There's a lot of stories in there, and I'm not going to read you all the stories because I feel like that would take too long. What about this drawer? Or that drawer, or that drawer? None of these drawers. He said he left me messages. But I have none. He did, yes. He said he left many messages for me. So we got to call him. Let's phone him back. Ask him why he didn't leave him a message.
Arthur, it's me again. Sorry, I think I might have
I might have missed a few things earlier, like all these messages you supposedly left me. You called me, why didn't you leave a message on my machine?
So why didn't you leave a message on my machine?
There's none on the machine.
I think this old machine's broken.
Never mind, we'll talk about it when I get to the office then. That was all I was interested in, why he said he'd left me messages if he didn't. Maybe he did. No messages. Even though Arthur said he called me several times, I couldn't find any messages. Yeah, it was interesting. But ultimately, you know, let's not worry too much about it. I would say, you know. Let's see what we got. TV, radio. Anything else of interest? Clock. Nothing we can do with it right now, or maybe ever, I don't know. Is this a poster? One of the paintings by the young and infamous painter Harry Wilcox, who was my friend. Last year he died in a tragic accident. I wanted to say he had a bright future in front of him. Well, he might have. Don't have time to sleep right now. Is there anything else in this room? I feel like there should be stuff I'm missing. Oh wait, can I go over there now? No, like I can't go. Oh wait. I just want to have a look around the room. What's this? I nightmare, just an adhesive drip to drop into the nightmare where ceaselessly you slip. This painting always reminds me of that poem. Okay. What's this? Rubaiyat, one of my favourite books of poetry. But we can't read it. It's just a book. Probably just as well. Picture of a tree. Well, it's painting of a tree, really. What's this? Do I want to go out of here just yet? I want to see if there's anything else, because there was that other door, wasn't there? Over there. What is this? A suitcase? I keep my clothes and other things in here, nothing of interest. Umbrella? Need an umbrella? No? We don't need an umbrella, it would appear. Let me just see. Was that everything that we needed there? Looks like it. Nothing much else to see in the house. So let's get moving. Nothing else to see there. Okay, well, we may as well move on then. Or will we? Hang on. Oh, what's that? A dream catcher. That's his good luck charm, he says. Actually, I want to see something. There must be something in here. What's the point of having this room accessible? There's nothing in it where there's drawers at the bottom. But not much to see there, it has to be said. Maybe the other drawer? Oh, there's a gun. Pistol I'm keeping in my bedroom just in case. This ring was left to me by my father and given to him by his father. My father says the symbol on it is the symbol of our family. It's very precious to me. Can I have it? No? I'm not allowed to have it, though. Okay. Right, I think we're probably done here now, then. Let's go out in the hallway and leave this room and see what else is around. He's got a few strange things in his house. Okay, we've got a hallway. Let's go forward a little bit. Another picture of a tree. Can't do anything with the drawer there, unless I look closer. Nothing usable there. Okay, let's check this room. Bathroom. Does he not have light switches in this place? Oh, he does, but he's got like a stupid uplighter that barely lights the room at all. Use the toilet. There we go. Quick flush. That answers the age-old question, can you flush the toilet? You can in this game. If anyone wants to make that as a series of stuff, you know, finding which games you can flush the toilet in, I won't grudge you the opportunity. Well, I wonder actually, we've left, but is there anything else we need before we do leave? I feel like there must be something. There's a box in there. Was that there before? Oh, okay, we got some money and a car key. Good place to keep your car key. You're definitely not going to get someone sticking a hook through your letterbox to get hold of that one. I think we're done. Because I can't really think of anything else that we could do here. So, okay, let's see. Where did I come out of there? This is the hallway we were in a minute ago. Only it doesn't have any doors we can play around with. We can't open any of these doors. But we can go around this corner. Oh, we jump straight to a scene in a car. Driving. This office has been mine since I was promoted to police detective. Okay.
Wellsmouth. Never much happening here.
Never much happening in Wellsmouth.
More cases and paperwork to catch up on. That's my normal working day.
So basically,
But not with this.
paperwork day.
I've got to admit,
Well, it's not now because you've got to chase a guy that's missing.
something a little out of the ordinary for once.
Yeah, very out of the ordinary if a guy's disappeared. Alright, let's go forwards. This is my desk, I assume. Got a tray here. Register of deaths. Clark Field, white, male, single, born the 3rd of November 1976, Portside, Wellsmouth. Died on October the 21st, 2011. Owner of the Air W&L Company. Place of death, Northwood Forest. How long was he there? For 4 days. Usual residence, Foreland Street, Portside. Place of burial, Portland Cemetery. Physician's certificate of cause of death, suffocation. And what's this one? Wellsmouth Police Department, Clark Field of Portside, Wellsmouth. Reported by Officer Bronislav murder. Found on the borders of the Northwood Forest, about 85 miles north of Wellsmouth town centre. An ID was found on him, and for identification, his brother Jonathan Field was summoned. He identified the deceased and added that he'd been missing for some time. He added that he hadn't reported this to the police since he'd received a packet with a letter which told him not to do so. He said he'd hired a private detective, Loath Nolder, to find his brother and had given the packet to him. Officers assigned Howard Lorid, which I think's me. I'm assuming that's supposed to be me, I guess. What else do we have? Oh, some photographs.
Investigation pictures taken at Loath Nolder's office.
So this is Loath Nolder's office.
There when we first searched the place.
Well,
I have examined
there
the
might be
place
something there now.
since then, but couldn't find any clues.
Maybe you just didn't know what you were looking for.
It's the only property Nolder owns. He even sold his house to help pay for his strange travels around the world. So why didn't he sell his office as well?
Why didn't he sell his office?
I think I
He
better
was in
take
prison,
these
wasn't he?
pictures with me. Maybe there's something here we're not seeing.
Something we're not seeing. Maybe, yeah. I don't know. Can we look at the pictures? Okay, we can look at the pictures. I can rotate it. Can I enhance it? Oh yeah, here we go. We've got zoom controls. It's just an office, doesn't look anything interesting. A light, nothing written on the back. Those are the big questions. Is there something written on the back? Because, you know, that's the main thought about photographs. Then again, these are photographs taken by me, so it's unlikely there are any notes in the back. Newspaper, telephone, nothing particularly interesting. So I guess we can leave our office because there's nothing really else here. Oh, we come straight to a map. My house, Loath Nolder's office, my office. I guess we're going to Loath Nolder's office then. Let's see if he's stupid enough to run away and go to his office. Do you think that's likely? I just don't know. Loath Nolder's office. Nothing was found during the investigation because every record had been strangely effaced. The office has a hushed, expectant air as though it's hiding secrets, as it's been waiting 5 years for his return. Well, someone's been in here.
It's been sealed for police investigation, but someone's been in here. Who was it? And why?
Well, who do you think it was?
Nothing important here. It's almost empty.
Well, nothing, but the police couldn't find anything. If there was something really well hidden. 2006 calendar. Calendar's 5 years old. This must be from just prior to his sudden decision to travel abroad. Okay. Apparently that's a clue. That's great. So yeah, okay, so it's been about 5 years since he was here. Let's see. Desk. Oh, what's that? A letter opener. Letter opener. Yeah, of course it is. What else do we have? Earthquake. Earthquake hit Brixton just after 3 a.m. 6.1 earthquake. 18 people killed, 137 injured. 9 houses collapsed, many more severely damaged. Thomas Koch, one of the reporters of the local newspaper, was at the town centre and told us about the moment the quake occurred. And what's this? Recently in the coal mine that belongs to the Big Mole Mining Corp in the town of Brixton, an exciting coincidence occurred. Many archaeologists consider this the most mysterious and exciting discovery in recent years. A room was found with its entrance covered with figures, reliefs and unexplained drawings. It's explained that this could possibly be a part of some prehistoric underground region of a settlement. The operation of the mine was stopped immediately until a complete investigation is carried out. Yeah, just happens that there was an earthquake at the same time that they found some interesting archaeological discovery. Okay then. Let's see what we got here. Can we open any of these drawers? Oh, that one. There seems to be a list of symbols. I have no idea what they're used for. So the police found nothing, but there's this sitting here. He doesn't know what they're used for, but oh, it can't be anything important. That's a clever way to look at things. Wellsmouth, Myths and Legends of an Ancient Town. This book's about folk myths. I vaguely remember my grandfather telling me some of them. Okay. Will that be useful, do you think? So stories about Yather's curse, whatever that is. Fair enough. Anything else here? Oh, wait, no. I saw something. Something flickered up. There we go. Oh, it's just those. He's not taking those. He's just leaving them in the drawer. Right, okay then. I wonder. If I take a look at like this, can we see if anything, like if I go into these, can we see if anything's missing, do you think? Is that there? I need to look at where this photo was taken. Right, what photo am I looking for? I'm looking for this one. Okay, and right. So I need to do it in such a way that the... Oh no, if I do that, I leave. Yeah, Loath Nolder's office, etc, etc. So I can combine views. I wonder if it's that. If I do that, does that do it? I need to look at where this photo was taken. Is that not where the photo was taken? Maybe like that? Oh yeah, probably. This will allow me to compare this. I'm very confused. Is there a different image? Nothing seems out of the ordinary. Wait, can I take that out of there? Oh yeah, that's... What picture am I looking at here? Nothing seems out of the ordinary. I'm not sure what's going on. I don't understand what we're doing here. Let me see this again. Oh, that's the picture. Oh. Let me see this. Let me try this. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. Okay, well, let's find out. You're looking at where the bloody photo was taken. What the hell? I guess I need to go forward one more step. Maybe. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. I think you already said that with all the pictures. Here, we have this. Nothing seems out of the ordinary, he says. I think we can also go over there somewhere. That was one of the pictures. That one, I think. Soon find out. Need to look where the photo was taken. Can't compare like this. Was that not this one? Oh, who knows? I think he's saying nothing seems out of the ordinary with these pictures anyway. He's just comparing them himself. I think. Let me see. I'm very confused about this whole... Yeah, it says I need to look where this photograph was taken, but that's where it was taken, isn't it? Or is that where it was taken? There's something different about this picture. So what's different? Can you tell me what's different, or do I have to guess? Do I have to guess what's different about the picture? That painting has been moved. Let's see the back of the painting. Seems to be something in the back of the painting. Can we open it? I need something to open it with. Cut it open with this. What do we have inside there? All items in the game are used in this manner. Yeah, okay, that's great. It's giving me an envelope I found in the painting's frame. How do I open it? Can I open it? That's great. Can I open this envelope? Apparently not. So inside the painting, we found... What did we find? Let's see, maybe there's something else we can do. Does that help me with anything? An envelope found in the painting's frame. I think it was put there after the investigation, he says. Okay. Can I do this, I wonder? Aha, we've opened that. And inside it we got a few things. Actually. Quite a few things. What have we got here? A letter. Underlining specific words or phrases may give Howard some clues. Press the underline button. Oh, but do I want to underline Clark on the letter? Okay, why does that help me? So I can do a read and think. At the end of the letter, Clark is written, and it's written to Jonathan, his brother. These are the notes that Jonathan mentioned in his statement. Presumably, well, let me see. Do you think his address should be underlined? Is that important? Okay, so apparently that's not important. Let's read the letter. You know that I like to stick to the point. I'm writing this note to you because I know that shortly something bad's going to happen to me. For about 4 months now we haven't seen each other, and I didn't reveal my location because I knew that as long as I was looking after the company and keeping things in order, you wouldn't worry about me. I'll speak plainly. I know that you don't like me, and the feeling's mutual, but this is not the time for such matters. About a year ago I bought a house in the old northern quarter. Well, I wonder. Maybe this is the house he bought. Let's just check. Interesting. Mr. Field secretly bought a house, and presumably that's the house, right? Let's have a quick look. True to my nature, mysteries of olden times always attracted me much more than anything else, and you also know that I never wanted to mention my present situation, neither to you nor to anyone else. In fact, up till 2 months ago, I've never even considered such a thing. It's impossible to tell you what's happened. If you wonder, you can acquire information from my notes, which I've included in this package. One thing I want from you, do not go there and sell it any way you can. Here's the address. And that must be the key for his house. I'd better go there to continue the investigation. Let me just see if there's anything else that might be interesting. Don't go to the police regarding this affair. Why? Why would he not tell him not to go to the police? Why would he tell him not to go to the police? Maybe he doesn't trust them? See, secret house. Don't go to the police. So I guess we're going to go to, well, let's see what else there was. Was there any other? Clark Field's notes. I decided to write these notes precisely 1 month after I bought the house, in which I found myself lost in thought, adrift in its dim silence. I escaped the meaningless monotony of my life by listening to every creak sound the house makes. I may not write often, but I think these notes are important. He found the house by astonishing coincidence. Got lost in the snow-covered narrow streets. No one lived in the house. Learned it was for sale. And decided to buy it. After I bought the house, I learned it had another admirer called Ivor Bergen, a Norwegian immigrant. House is an old and real place beyond my imagination. Can't stop thinking of what it would say if its walls could talk. These owners have had bad owners, including some unknown foreigners. Some people in town consider the crime rate to be high here. Started getting to know Ivor Bergen and can say that our interests coincide almost completely. He visited me after our first meeting and we took the opportunity to talk at length. Managed to enchant me with his vast knowledge of mystic subjects. He told me about things he experienced in some Eastern European countries and in India, and about his connections with some really esoteric and secret people in societies. He told me that he'd read some books and tomes which were prohibited, or attempts had been made to try to destroy them a long time ago. Interesting. Before tending to the outdoor areas, I decided to restore the interior. To do this, I was assisted by the original blueprints. While I was checking the antique furniture in order to decide what to throw away, I found one carved wooden statue in a strange well-like dig, whose opening was carefully covered with a single piece of rusty metal plate and some wooden blocks. I had not checked this room before, since its key was not given to me with the others. I might have noticed this beforehand, but I didn't have much time to get the keys. He feels a draft coming from within the well, and some rattling sounds. I started to get used to the house during the first weeks, although I even hid this for myself. I felt like I wasn't going to get used to being here. I was jumping at every creak and cautiously listening to every sound. I've completed all the preparations for restoration and hired a competent and experienced team. They'll start next week, and then no further updates. No further notes at that stage. Well, let's go to his house. The secret old house. Clark Field's residence. We're driving again. Is that like a... I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure about the type of car that is. It looks like a combination of a variety. What does this say? This place welcomes one with a threatening sulk. You reach it by climbing through serpentine, shady, tunnel-like streets where the houses bulge and lean against each other, and the hostile natives peer out of windows and doors furtively. Hostile natives. Well, we just kind of... The interior looks much different than the exterior would suggest. Looks so mysterious. I think I can find something here. Okay. Well, let's see. Door's not locked, but there's something blocking it. Okay. What have we got here? Is this where I want to be? I don't know. Probably. Can't take that screwdriver. There are some noises here, though. What do we have here? Nothing. Not too sure what's going on. Anything else around? Oh, there's something there. There's a note written on the back of this photo that reads, Jonathan and Clark Field. Mr. Field said he and his brother did not get along, and that's the only family picture. Okay, so there's a picture of those. What else can we find? Anything here? Oh, there's some notes of some kind. What's that? Is that additional notes on top of what we read already? These are Mr. Field's notes. So my notes were not the complete set. Apparently not. Let's have a look at them. The past 2 weeks I was out of town because of my job, and when I returned feeling tired, I learned the restoration had not been completed due to sounds some of the workers suggested came from the cellar. This made me really angry, and I immediately obtained a strong flashlight in order to find out what these superstitious vagrants may have been afraid of. My purpose was, by using the old rusty ladder, to go down and just take a look. Reached a chamber which was full of blood-curdling strange statues on its walls. I can see signs of some erased and now to a great extent unreadable writings or wall paintings, and the air was dominated by some kind of thick decaying smell, which caused me to cough frequently. There was another figure which seemed to depict a ruler similar to the hybrid statues on the walls who was sitting on his throne and watching one of these creatures being sacrificed, a saurian-headed creature. When I got close to the figure sitting on its throne, I noticed that some kind of smoke was leaking in from the gaps that were behind the concrete throne. This was not easily discerned, because if not for the wind which was blowing it inside, I wouldn't have noticed it at all. I heard sounds coming from behind those gaps, which allowed the smoke and wind to enter. The presence of these gaps made me believe there may be other chambers below that one. This could be an important archaeological discovery. I jumped with fright on hearing some noises that were certainly coming from beyond the tunnel in the depths of the pitch-black well. I immediately entered the tunnel, intent on locating the source of the noises. Despite my strong flashlight, visibility was limited. Through weary eyes, it may have been a momentary illusion or the enormously magnified shadow of a rat being illuminated by my flashlight beam. You could hear a voice coming from far away that seemed like Ivor's voice. Next morning, I thought all these events were delusions, and that would appear to be that, with regard to his notes. Okay, so more notes that told me something, I guess. Well, let's go back where we started. Let's leave this place and see what we can find further. Let's go up these stairs. What's around us? What is around us at the top of the stairs? There's a lot of mess here. An unreadable paper. Anything else of interest? Pieces of paper and furniture randomly scattered around. Oh, but nothing we can actually use. Apparently not. Apparently there is nothing we can do. Let's go this way. I thought I saw a door. Yeah, there is a door. We've got a bedroom. I don't know if I want to be in here yet. Wardrobe's locked. I'm going to check what the other rooms are before I go in any of them. Like a study there. And a bedroom. What's here? A bathroom. Looks a bit wrecked. So it is a bathroom, but there's nothing in it. It's a shell of a bathroom. What about this door? Let's try this way first. I think. Right, what have we got here? Some of the rooms, including this one, have only been partially restored. The furniture has been placed haphazardly. Okay. Oh, there's some... Is that some rope? Always take rope. It's always important. I don't think there's much else we can do here, though. Is that a head? It's the devil's head. Probably not. It's probably not the devil's head. Okay, let's have a look at these now. Let's have a look at these rooms that we went to briefly. Like this one. So we've got a bedroom. That is locked. We already know that. There's a folder of some kind of folio type thing, but it's totally wrecked. Can't read anything in it. Oh, maybe. What is this? Hallucinogenic substances, carvings and petroglyphs. This is obviously all about esoteric beliefs. Diversae. Diversae? I don't know. Starting and ending phases of the metamorphosis of the soul process are depicted with the eclipse of the sun. And this is based on an ancient oral tradition doctrine. There we go. The summoning of the one who lies beneath. Written by the unknown cult that worshipped Apep, the deification of chaos and darkness, and this opponent of light and Mat in ancient Egypt. Apep was seen as a giant snake, crocodile, serpent, or a dragon, and opposed the Mat, ancient Egyptian concept of truth, justice, order, and balance. Also a goddess who was the personification of this process, and Kykeon was an ancient Greek drink made mainly of water, barley, and herbs. Drink at the Eleusinian Mysteries. What's this? The Eleusinian Mysteries were annual initiation ceremonies for the cult of Demeter and Persephone, based at Eleusis in ancient Greece. Of all the mysterious celebrations of ancient times, these were held to be the ones of greatest importance. These myths and mysteries began around 1500 BCE and later spread to Rome. Interesting. So we found like a book about soul metamorphosis, Diversae or whatever. There are random bangs and bumps I'm hearing. Something in there. A key of some kind. Don't know what for yet. But it looks like that's all there is here. I can't go there. Okay, well let's try the door opposite then. The other room that we saw. It's a study or a library or a carved wooden mask. It's not of much interest really. Books. Some vases. And kind of a bottle. a bottle. Let's see. Lamp. This note is about a manuscript, an indication of the strange interests Mr. Field had. Okay. Interesting. Pot. And there's a statue with like markings on it. And a compartment in its back. And the music suddenly got a bit creepy there. Okay, well, let's keep walking round. What's this? The showcase is empty. I wonder what strange things were here. Yeah, so do I. So do I. Ow. Okay, there's not much here, really. There's that statue. And I guess we'll need something to let us get access to that statue. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. My teenage years, it was my only joy to examine and roam through places where rumours had been spread. Human lifestyle was not for me. When my secret trove was discovered by my family, all my recordings were destroyed. Bought a new tape recorder. Old and now unused Moorland Cemetery in Bringston. So he's been investigating all the strange occurrences around the area. In a cave, in her bedroom, in the well, in Ivor's place. So he went to Ivor's house. Okay. Well, let's go out of here just now. I don't think there's much else for us to see at the moment. I guess. Still rooms to look at downstairs, so let's go back downstairs. Okay, we've got a couple of doors around us. Where does this take us? This is the basement. It's much colder here than in other parts of the house. Also, there are a lot of moths in this house. Strange. Is it strange that there's moths in a house? I mean, I'm not particularly a big fan of them, but I expect that you'll find them in your house from time to time. It smells weird here. Could be some kind of incense. Do we think it's incense? I don't know. Is there anything here that might explain the smell? Stained fabric, some kind of slimy substances on it. Nothing here. Let's move forward a little bit. Well, now I can look at that. Pots, they contain substances that smell like ruined harmal, a harmal smell, apparently. Harmal smell, I don't know. Okay, we got some more notes lying around. Messy. Messy. Messi. Lionel Messi. I guess there's nothing exciting there. But let's take a look at this area. There's a door there. It's locked, but we did find that key. I wonder... And that key unlocks that door. Let's go in. Okay, let's see what's around me. That's the door, obviously. A light there. What's this? This is the well he mentioned. Strange, when I was a child, my father told me some stories and myths about wells which can be found in old houses. An old lantern which still seems to work. I don't know how he knows, because it's not turned on, so... Okay. I wonder, do you think there's a way that I can... What could the reason be for having such a frightening well? Some myths tell that a number of other houses have them too. The ladder seems old and decrepit. I don't think it'll support my weight. I've got a rope. Is there anywhere I can tie it to? I mean, there's pipes. Some pipes. I wonder. Let's try this. This well looks mysterious. It's obvious there's something in it which will help my investigation. So the first thing you should definitely do is climb down inside the well. Can we take this? I want to take this lantern. Yeah, the lantern will be useful, he says. Yeah, I don't want to use the ladder. I want to leave the area so that I can use the rope. Even though I think this is a terrible idea. Will I descend? Yes. Let's go down. I can't climb any further, the rope isn't long enough. What's that? There's like an opening there. Now it looks like I'm blocked in. The ceiling collapsed recently. There's a gap, but too narrow for me to fit through. Okay. Well, and what am I supposed to do? Anything else around me? There's something there. What's that? A digital organizer. What's that? There's something behind me. Oh, well, there's something on the other side of that. Of that rock that collapsed. Let's get the hell out of here. Up, 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 up. Get the heck out of here. Don't know if I should be running away or what. I just don't know. I better lock the door. Good idea. Lock the door so whatever's behind you can't come up. Yeah, see, something's trying to get in. Well, let's not worry about what's trying to get in. Let's just get the heck out of here. What do we have here? Wet soil on this shovel. So there's a shovel with wet soil on it. Let's go out of here. There's nothing more, I don't think, of any great use right now. I saw some... I'm paralysed with fear. I don't feel well. I need to rest. I should probably go home to do that then, Chief. You don't want to do that elsewhere. Let's get out of here. Run away! Run away! I think that's a good place for us to stop for now, guys. As I say, we're going to break this down like we did with Siberia. So, kind of an hour at a time. Was all I experienced real, or was I influenced by things described in the notes? I need to rest. Something in the air in Mr. Field's residence that makes me feel dizzy. Yes, well, that's true. So, that's where we're going to finish for just now, guys. I hope you've enjoyed what we've done so far. Kind of an oppressive and eerie atmosphere. Save our game. Let's put a 1 at the beginning of it, which I didn't want it to do, so let's just delete that and start again. So yeah, that's the beginning of Darkness Within, the pursuit of Loath Nolder, and I don't know what to think about that, to be honest. It's a bit creepy, and it sounds like it might be quite enjoyable. If you did like that, please feel free to hit that like button and maybe add a subscription, and I'll see you next time with more of this and with more of other things too, I am sure. Goodbye.